Hello everyone, I'm Serge Van Dam.
And I'm Kelvin Boo.
We're from Fiserv. For those of you not familiar with Fiserv, we're the world's leading provider of digital banking and digital payment solutions. Today we're demonstrating Mobility Reach, which is our mobile banking and payments platform for underbanked consumer segments. Fiserv has in terms of our mobility product, we have over 1,000 deployments in 5 continents, including some of the leading banks in Asia Pacific, such as ANZ, Westpac, AC Leader, Bangkok Bank, and so forth. Now, we all know that in Asia, there are 3 times more mobile phones than there are consumers with bank accounts. That means 1 billion consumers today in Asia have a mobile phone they interact with daily, but have no formal financial services relationship. And that is traditionally because banks haven't found a way to profit from those market segments. With Mobility Reach from Fiserv, you can. You can reach new segments profitably. You can reach new transactions that traditionally take place via cash profitably, and you can reach new businesses, whether they be billers or merchants or agent distribution networks, and profit from those. So let's talk a little bit about the user experience. Of course, we could show you on the mobile device, if we could just swap to the mobile device, we could show you a sexy user experience on the latest Android or the latest iPhone platforms. We support, of course, those. But as you know, in the underbanked markets, devices like the latest Galaxy or the iPhone 5 are not prominent. Much more likely are feature phones, such as Kelvin's 6-year-old Nokia N78. And we support those feature phones as well, whether that be SMS, USSD, or mobile browser. But the user interface is really the easy bit in banking, right? The hard stuff, the boring stuff, the difficult things in banking are the end-to-end channel management. And that's really what we want to focus the next 5 minutes on in terms of our presentation. So let's go back to the laptop, please, if we can. Let's assume I'm not a customer of the bank, right? And I want to create a mobile wallet or a lightweight banking relationship, right? I'm not with any bank. I show up to your branch or your agent network, right? And I want to create a mobile wallet for myself so that I can save money, so I can make payments electronically, I can send money to my family in the village or whatever it might be, right? So I provide my information in terms of some simple identifier, and I create a wallet account. This process traditionally takes 4 to 6 minutes in a branch or an agent network. I can then set up the preferences associated with my services, what technology I'm going to use, what services I want to have available to me, because I might not choose all of them, or I might be worried about the security of some of them. I can set up alerts, of course, if I need to be notified about anything. And then I can choose some options like my currency, my language or script, time zone if you live in a east to west kind of country, right? And then I complete the enrollment. And then I'm ready to bank. So 5 minutes ago I was unbanked. Today I now have a banking relationship via a mobile wallet. Okay, but the next day I can of course transact with my mobile phone, but I actually have some cash in my pocket. I have 17 cents, and I want to send those 17 cents, because I'm very generous, to my brother Tim back in the village. So I go to the branch or the agent with my 17 cents in cash, and I say, I would like to send this to Tim, right? Because they're in cash rather than in digital inside the wallet. So I provide my phone number, of course, the phone number of the recipient that I want to receive the funds, provide the information, and then we create a transaction to enable the person-to-person payment to happen from cash to mobile wallet. And that number is going to be $4.11, and this will become relevant in a couple of minutes. So really that's simple. I've turned my $4.11 in cash, turned it into a personal payment for my brother Tim back in the village. So that's really the customer manager for mobility that you're seeing. It's the frontline staff tool that we make available to staff in your branch and your agents. So let's now move to the back office, which is really our control center. The control center is the tool that your IT department will use to manage your channel end to end. And this has all the traditional functionality you'd expect to manage the channel. So let's start with a simple diagnostic tool, such as finding whether SMS messages are being delivered. So as I said before, we just deposited some money to go, the $4.11 to go to Tim's account, right? We're able to see the status of all the SMS messages that we've sent out in a given time period, what the outcome is, any failure information, etc. Of course, as you'd expect from a platform like this, we provide a detailed list of reports in various formats so that you can report and analyze data on number of users, number of transactions, all the usual stuff you'd want to manage your channel. Because we're also a payment processing platform, we have the ability to manage merchants and billers. So as you establish billers, you can add and manage those billers. You can extract and import files associated with billing transactions so that your customers can make bill payments on their mobile device. And similarly, we can do the same thing with merchants if you want to enable person-to-business payments, right? We can manage vouchers, we can manage the merchant relationships in order to enable those payments to take place. And again, because we are a mobile payments processing platform, we have the sort of reconciliation and diagnostic tools you'd expect in order to be able to effectively manage things like payment exception conditions, reconciliation issues that might come up in terms of managing your mobile wallets versus your general ledger, so on and so forth. And last but not least, we have a broad range of configuration options that are available to you to manage your channel. So it might be dynamically changing your fee structures, it might be dynamically changing your risk and security rules, such as velocity and so forth. Now, of course, there's a lot to go through. We only have 7 minutes to do so, but hopefully we've given you a little bit of an insight into the tools we have to manage the channel end-to-end. So this is the control center. This is the piece that your IT and system administrators use to manage your channel. So we've shown you the front end, which Mobility Reach has. We've shown you your frontline staff tool, which is the customer manager, which Mobility has. We've shown you the control center, which is the tool your IT staff members have in order to manage the channel end-to-end. And of course, there's stuff sitting underneath in terms of the payment processing and customer management that we can't show you very easily during this demo. So Mobility Reach, it allows you to reach new consumer segments and profit from them, allows you to reach new transactions that happen in cash today and profit from those. It allows you to reach new businesses, whether they be billers or merchants, and profit from those relationships. So that's Mobility Reach. We're Fiserv. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.